What's interesting, I think, during my transition is that I started asking lots of questions to friends who were also potentially between either career paths they were taking or jobs they were taking, and they were sharing with me how disappointed they were in the lack of response they were getting from their efforts. And they felt like there's no jobs out there. There's just nothing. There's nothing for, I'm sending my resumes in on, again, just big engines, and I'm never hearing a response. Or if I get a response, it's we've already filled the position, and I'm getting that response within 12 hours of me submitting an application, which tells me they didn't really have a position anyway. So something just wasn't jiving. I was thinking to myself, now, if I'm a car and I'm wanting to sell my car, I guess if I had a car and I wanted to sell a car, I certainly wouldn't put a for sale sign on it and then park it in the garage, right? Because I'm never going to get anybody to view it. So I thought, well, how am I going to increase my visibility? How am I going to get the message out there that I'm looking for a new opportunity? I bring a tremendous amount of value to it, but I don't know where these opportunities are. And so when I started researching on the internet sort of in a different way, like what other opportunities can I look to increase my visibility, not just for the sake of wanting this job, of course, to be found as quickly as possible, but just to understand what it is, what am I trying to accomplish? And looking through that, I've started stumbling across this executive job recruiter concept, which I had never really heard of before. And I started looking at the different, again, websites and information that I was seeing. And I think I just decided, you know what the hey? What are they going to tell me that I think is going to be different? I have no idea. But it's not going to hurt to have a conversation. And really, that's where it started. It was just a conversation. The person who contacted me simply picked up the phone and said, I understand you're interested. Help me understand who you are. Who I am? I'm somebody without a job. I need a job. How hard is that? But that's not what he was asking me. He was like, who are you? What are you interested in? What do you want to do? What do you not want to do? And of course, I was as stumped as the next person. I want to do something because I need to make money, right? I never really thought about what it is I actually wanted to do. And so in talking with him and then subsequent conversations I had with him, I realized, what would I tell somebody I would want to do? What is it that's really important to me? And so I came up with, through a series of conversations, all these gaps that I had about what it is that my skills were and my experience was and where I would go next for my job. So again, thinking back through sort of what are my options here? Am I going to continue to sit here in the garage with a for sale sign in my window, or am I going to go out and try to do something incredibly different? And that's, again, where I felt like Browning was really setting themselves apart from the other ones that I talked with, because the firm was just set up differently. It's not set up to say, hey, we're going to take care of you no matter what it is. We'll find you a job and we're going to send you 6 or 7 people a day, da 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 da. It wasn't like that. It really wasn't. It was a consultative approach. It's saying, hey, let's look at the basics. Let's look at your LinkedIn profile. Let's look at your resume. Let's look at your value prop. What is your value prop? And again, I was sitting there thinking, I don't have any idea what my value prop is, but I figured it out. And I figured it out with the help of people who were willing to talk me through it. And they took me through an extensive initial interview. I mean, hours upon hours upon hours of work that went into that. But it was fascinating, because then I was starting to figure out, oh yeah, I really do have worth. I have marketable skills. I have things that people, if they knew about it, would think I'm pretty good at it. That doesn't even begin to describe what it turned out on the other side. So with the partnership, like I said, I got a team of folks. I got people who were supporting me when I had great phone calls, people who were supporting me when I didn't have great phone calls, but people who were really as excited as I was about the opportunity that each new door that was put in front of me that I was willing to walk through presented to me. And really within very, very, I don't know, just a couple of weeks, I was starting to see some responses. And I was really saying, I think this could work. Within a couple of months, I'm in a different league. I'm getting calls from people. I'm getting callbacks from people. I'm getting someone who's telling me, oh, you know what? I think a friend of mine who works at this organization, he's the VP of sales. I'll give him a call, see if he's looking for anyone. And that's, again, they'll tell you this and I'll reinforce it. 90% of the jobs out there that you want, you'll never see them on the internet. So what are you supposed to do? Keep going for the churn and burn little entry-level jobs that they put out there? That's not what this is about. If that's all you're looking to get, wait for those search engines to get back in touch with you.